All right, here we got, it's a hot topic with all these body mounts. So as we can see, this one's been rolled over for a little bit. People talk about the cracks that are in these. I've got a few videos there where I've posted online quite a bit saying these aren't cracks. That's just a wrinkle that's been caused. This was obviously lifted up to put our body lift in, and we've relaxed it. So we've relaxed the joint. As soon as you've got this Y shape in here, like an hourglass, as soon as that's compressed in any way, you get a wrinkle like this. So that is a wrinkle. Rubber, plastics, everything post-cures. So post-cures over time, heat changes and all that sort of stuff. We've relaxed it and recentered it, so you can see where it's got a chafe mark, which is the black here, which is basically like, if you can imagine two surfaces rubbing together, like, you know, on a hot day, hot sweaty day, a lead's chafing in between, or, you know, chafing a rubber against another surface. This is rubber on rubber, so it cleans itself. That is a chafe mark. They are naturally compressing and extending with body movement to chassis. So chassis is flexible, a rigid body. You've got to have a part in between that flexes in between to accommodate the movement between the two. If you go and make that stronger, thicker, using an RG Colorado one, which a lot of people are doing, RG Colorado's crack the guards and the mounts can crack. Just because it's stronger doesn't mean it's better. You've got to look at the after effect, so the flow-on effect. So flexible chassis, rigid body. The previous models were cracking body panels due to what people think is the front mount here, so subsiding or crushing or cracking. They are meant to do this. If you get it up in the gutter on one side will be crimpled up, the other side will be all expanded out. That's the way it's meant to work. You're going to put a bigger one on, you're going to cause draw-on effects elsewhere, and it's going to put more pressure on the rigid panel on top, which is what's cracking through fatigue. So there's going to be naturally more force on this as soon as you put a bull bar on, or winch or lights and stuff over the front here. The reason with that is, yes, the bull bar is mounted to the chassis, so there's no extra weight, but you've actually got more weight on the vehicle. So what people do to accommodate weight on the vehicle is go heavier spring pack. The springs are a coil spring with a strut, like coil-over strut, to a tower, which is applying force to the front of the chassis. These chassis are flexible. Once again, you are applying more torsional twist by having a heavier spring pack to accommodate the weight of a heavier bar, lights, winch, all that sort of stuff. Even if you've got extra batteries under the bonnet, I personally don't like putting a secondary battery under the bonnet because you've got heat, vibration, all that sort of stuff, extra weight over the front too. I like to put it at the back of everything or in the cabin, somewhere where it's more suitable for the battery type or even just weight shifts. You want to get the car weighted well, but I don't like to swap to an RG body mount. Keep the originals, then you're going to keep your warranty as well. So some people worry about warranties, some people aren't. But something like this, if you're ever going to go back on a cracked body mount, we don't know if these do it yet, it's still very early days, but you definitely want to be seeing with the Isuzu body mount on there. So don't worry about a little bit of a crease, it's just normal. As you can see, that's come back to normal. It's just got a crease mark where it's been post-cured over the years. This is a 2020 D-Max. It's got 65,000 k's on the clock, but post-curing happens over time as well. But when you put a bull bar on, the first thing that happens is normally the plastics are cut out. What happens then if you do a rough cut, like this has got a shield that goes over, so it's fully enclosed. This has actually been done pretty well. Looks like a dog's chewed this apart, but it's still closed in. What the plastic is designed for, a lot of people don't realize this, is it's to stop the UV, ultraviolet light, going and attacking the rubber. That's gonna increase the, or decrease the life of the rubber. It's gonna perish it quicker, which makes the crack appear. Not the crease, but it will actually turn to a crack. It will harden the rubber as well, so therefore it won't flex the way it wants to. It will not return back. So most of the damage you'll find are the ones where the plastic's gone due to a bar fitment, or it's been cracked or just been ripped off altogether. But you do want to be careful. It's not exposed to full sunlight. Factory, they are fully closing for that particular reason.